All right, guys, welcome to the video. A little bit shorter video. I thought I'd put in something else you guys had asked for a few times. Kind of asked me about what kind of things do I carry in the airplane, what kind of supplies, tools, just, you know, emergency type equipment. So of course I have a Garmin inReach. That's my main emergency device. But outside of that, let me show you some of the gear that just rides around in the plane. One thing I do, so this right here is kind of like the normal stuff that just rides in the airplane on a totally normal day, a day trip type flight where I'm totally not expecting to camp out somewhere. And so what I'll bring is like, I have 2 little camp stoves and gas and a pot to make stuff, a couple bags of freeze-dried food, another one here. What I'll typically take with me is enough food and water outside of this for the day. Okay, so I bring what I expect to use. I don't expect to use this stuff. This is in case I do get stranded or something unexpected happens. I bring a small lightweight camp chair. It's a life straw, spoon, waterproof matches. This is a vest. This is I think it's like a sweatshirt or something. I have a rain jacket too. It's not sitting here for some reason. And then extra clothes, you know, spare change of clothes, socks, underwear, pants, because, you know, during the summer I'm usually wearing shorts, but I bring pants just in case. This is sort of just like some bathroom type stuff. Okay, since I filmed that last part, I changed things up a little bit. I got a slightly larger bag. I added a blanket and one more of those little fuel canisters from what you saw laying on the table. So it's got a little bit more in it. I weighed it, it came out to be 16 pounds, you know, bag, everything. Okay. The second bag is, take things a step further. I've got a tent, I've got a bigger, heavier duty blanket, and I've got some camp pillows in there right now. I'm waiting on a pad I ordered that will fit in here and weighs about 2 pounds. Total weight with that pad, a sleeping pad, it's a 30-inch wide sleeping pad. Total weight with that will be 14 pounds. So the two together will be almost exactly 30. I think it's slightly under, but really, really close. We'll call it 30 pounds. All right, now if I'm planning to go out and go camping, like I'm heading to Idaho or Utah, or just, you know, doing one of my off-airport overnight trips or something that's planned, of course I'm gonna take my nicer gear. You know, I've got a bigger tent and a real sleeping bag and these really nice climate pillows and the X-Pad, the double wide X-Pad, and all that stuff is just far more comfortable and far nicer to camp on, don't get me wrong, than my loadout that stays in the plane, but it weighs a lot more than 14 pounds in total. It's a lot bulkier, and it's just heavy enough that I don't really want to tote it around with me all the time. It's not the same mission, you know, going out on those day trips and finding really short, tight spots to land or really high spots is a different mission than when I'm headed to Utah or Idaho or somewhere like that to go camping and hang out for a few days. I always start out with the cheap stuff, and I just have to learn the hard way that I have to end up buying better gear, because buy cheap sleeping mats, they go flat in the middle of the night. So, you know, I've saved up and bought some better stuff. And then I have a tool bag. So I'll skip to an older video I shot way back when. This is my tool bag that rides around in here all the time. Got a lot of tire repair type stuff. Got some Loctite in this bag. And then there, if you can see that bunch of bolts, cotter pins, bolts and nuts, some hose clamps. This one, we got some various tools, some Allens, some screwdrivers. Don't need that in there. Wrenches that were specifically chosen for this thing, for things I need, certain types of Allen wrenches, just specific tools. Some more tire stuff, a multi-tool crescent wrench, wiring stuff, got some extra wire. I think there's a couple toggle switches in there, zip ties, fuses. And another bag that hangs on the rear seat, I keep tie downs. These orange screws are pretty good. Got a hand bike pump, extra flashlight, and then I've got a little pouch that's up inside the airplane, up in here. That this right here is packed full of stuff. There's some extra sensors for the engine, relays, little tire pressure checker, just various other things like that. Okay, we're gonna weigh this tool kit here and see what it weighs. 9.3 pounds, or 9 pounds, 3 ounces. Okay, anyway, that's enough of all that. Let's get on to the flying. You can see here I didn't get very good footage of this because it was just tough at the time. It was a little bit windy, but there were some guys out here paragliding on this mountain that I actually wanted to land on, and I really wanted to stop and talk to them, but just couldn't get in there at the time. But we'll revisit this spot later. This place I haven't been in, I want to say like 2 years, and it's a pretty sweet place. It's a pretty dang nice area. Landed down there on that plateau. Landed up here before on this one, and then I think I landed some spot way over there somewhere, and up on top of this one. And then there's a cool spot on the other side of that treed ridge out there. There's a lot of nice areas out here for sure. So earlier, the spot I wanted to go land didn't work out. The second spot I had marked didn't quite work out. Those guys were up there paragliding off of it or whatever, which was awesome. I really wanted to land then and stop and say hi to them, but they were kind of parked, I think, on the better part of the 2-track I needed today. If the wind was different, might have been able to get in somewhere else, but tried to film them a little bit. I don't think I got very good footage, but looked like they were having fun. It's a cool spot up on that barren hill where they were at. It's about 12,000 feet, I think. So that's why without the wind being right, my ground speed was way too high and too risky. But I don't know how much time we'll get today. There is some weather building, as you can see. There's going to be some isolated thunderstorms today, and they're kind of all over, and I'll have to kind of probably dodge a few going home, but I'm going to enjoy what I can of the day. Dang it, is it warm up here. It's the only bummer. Pretty warm right now, but probably make some lunch, and we'll get moved on and see what else we can get into and find. Alright, so I gotta make an uphill takeoff because I got enough wind. I don't want to do it that way. I don't have to, but I'm gonna. It's hot out. It's 9,100 feet, but shouldn't be an issue. So not looking for other cool spots to land, but the first couple were either just too tight or too rough to risk it. So as you can see, by the time I got back, the paragliding guys had left. So I just landed, took a few pictures, got the drone out, shot a little footage, and right about that time, a UTV showed up with some really nice folks on it that I got to talking to up there, and they just really got a kick out of seeing an airplane up there. And we talked for a while. It was really fun, and then I decided I better get out of there because the weather just seemed to be building and getting worse, and just figured it was time to get home. Guys, we're gonna end that one here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. You guys know the deal. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.